This is Jason Fielder with the June 27th Forex Daily Report. Taking a look at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. We had the yen move down as we expected. This was the area of support we thought would occur, where the market would pull to, was 106.26 at this point. The market did move through that but pulled back. If you look over here, we have a previous area of resistance, which is now turned into support. Now if we get, we should have a move to go even lower. Scoot this over a little bit, zoom in. So what we're looking for, we have this area of resistance that has turned into support. Now we're looking for it to push lower than this low Monday, and then our next target would be looking in this area for where the market would go. So if the market pushes through this low and continues down, we're going to look for this area around 104.45. Let's take a look at the USD, or I'm sorry, the Euro USD. We had the market push higher Friday, and we're looking for it to break this high. We're back to where we have some resistance beforehand. If we break through this resistance, mainly this high here, if we continue higher, we could be looking to go, our next target would be this area of previous resistance. So let's take a look at the Swiss. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. Now the Swiss did pretty much closed on our projection. We projected that it would close at 1.0181, and it closed at 182. So we're a pip off. That's not too bad. And where we got that projection was from previous areas of support. So if we break this low and continue higher, we probably should look for, let's zoom out. Our next area would be the previous resistance area, mainly around in this area, which would be, that's where the previous resistance was. That's where we found support. We'll be looking at this low, this area of support for support to come into the market from this pair if it continues higher and doesn't retrace. Now we do have a fairly strong level of support at this point, at this price. So if it does push lower, though, we could see the 1.0035 area in the coming week. Now the pound had interesting news. Their gross domestic product, their GDP, came in 0.2% lower than expected year to date, and we did have a pretty long tail, as you can see from that news. Let me zoom in a little bit, get a better view of that. But even though the market did react to the news, it wasn't enough to pull it down. It did continue higher. It broke this area of previous resistance, and we pushed on through that. And so we're looking for this pair to move higher coming this next week. How high? Take a look back a little bit. We have another area of resistance that occurred around this point. So if we're looking where could the market run into some further resistance, it would probably be in this area, probably around the 2 mark. So just look for that to come in next week when you're trading. So we do have, well, there's really nothing too exciting coming up Sunday or Monday, but Tuesday we'll get into some further announcements. So until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.